Yes, today let us see the tools of recombinant DNA technology. Already we know that different tools are required for recombinant DNA technology. So first tool, that is restriction enzymes. Restriction enzymes, these are needed for the cutting of the DNA at specific site. So this restriction enzymes, they were first discovered, or it is first isolated by Daniel Nathan then later on it is further recovered by Werner Arber and Hamilton Smith in the year 1963. So for that they got the Nobel Prize also. So Daniel Nathan, he pioneered the isolation or the observation identification of restriction enzymes. While working with the bacterial cell, that is E. coli bacterial cell, it was showing E. coli bacterial cell, it was showing restriction to the activity of bacteriophage. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಫೇಜಿನ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗೆ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿತ್ತು ಈ ಕೊಲೈ ಸೆಲ್, Escherichia coli cell. In the E. coli cell, two different enzymes were produced. One enzyme, it was adding methyl group to the DNA, methyl group ಅನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, and that is known as methylase. And second enzyme, it was cutting the DNA at particular specific sequences. ಕೆಲವು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, and that enzyme, that is known as a restriction enzyme. So it was showing restriction activity. ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಫೇಜಿನ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಶೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, and it was start producing the enzyme, it was start cutting the what, the DNA sequences at a particular specific sequences, and this enzyme, that is known as a restriction enzyme. So first isolated restriction enzyme, that is HindII. So this is the first restriction enzyme which was isolated. First remove ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ restriction enzyme ಯಾವುದು ಹೇಳಿದರೆ HindII. Okay, and now there are about 900 different restriction enzymes are present. Then they are obtained from different bacteria, about 2-3 different strains of bacteria. They produce different restriction enzymes. So these restriction enzymes, what they will do means, they read the specific sequences, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು sequences ಅನ್ನು identify ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, and they will cut those sequences. Now first let us see the naming of restriction enzyme. How they are named. For example, E-core 1. So that is a restriction enzyme. It is obtained from the bacteria Escherichia coli. That is RY13. So it is obtained from Escherichia coli bacteria. While naming the restriction enzymes like this, it is named. So first letter of the restriction enzyme, it is derived from the name of the genus. So here Escherichia, it is the name of the genus, bacterial name. Then CO, eco, so that is obtained from, 2 letters are obtained from the species name. Then R, it is a ecore, that is a strain, ಯಾವ strain adu, whether it's a rough strain or the smooth one, like that different strains are there. So ಆ strain ಇಂದ derive ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. Further Roman letter 1, that is from the order, in which order they are isolated, ಯಾವ order ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು isolate ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. So here it is 13 1 3, so ಅದರಿಂದ Roman letter 1 ecore 1. So ಈ ತರ the naming of the restriction enzyme is done. Similarly ಆಗ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ the first restriction enzyme derived was HindII, that is derived from Haemophilia influenza, that we'll see later, different names and all. Now let us see how the restriction enzymes will act, or we'll see the classification of restriction enzymes. Classification. So these restriction enzymes, they belong to a wide group of enzyme known as, they are commonly known as nucleases. So there are 2 types of nucleases are present. One is known as exonucleases, the second one is endonucleases, exonucleases and endonucleases. Exonucleases, it will cut the DNA sequences at the ends or at the peripheral region, sides ಅಲ್ಲಿ cut ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. So that is known as exonucleases. Endonucleases, it will cut the DNA sequences within the DNA fragment, polynucleotide chain ಅಲ್ಲಿ, within the polynucleotide chain or within the DNA sequence, the endonucleases will cut the DNA sequences by reading the specific recognition sites. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, recognition sites ಇರ್ತವೆ, so it will recognize those specific sequences and it will cut the recognition sequences. Generally the endonucleases are restriction endonucleases ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. So which are used for recombinant DNA technology, which will cut the DNA sequences within or in the different regions of the DNA. So they read the specific sequences, or we can say recognition sites. So DNA sequences alli different sites will be present. Different sites in the sense they are nothing but the nucleotides or the base pairs. So our specific sites alli ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, it will identify those region and it will cut, and those specific sequences, they are known as recognition sites. So each recognition, the E. coli enzyme or the each restriction enzyme, it is having specific recognition site. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಜೈಮಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ecore 1, it contains recognition site GAATTC. So this is a recognition site for ecore 1. So it is a one specific recognition site. Similarly, in one more, HindIII, it contains, that is Haemophilia influenza, it contains AAGCTT. So this is the recognition site for one more nucleases, restriction enzyme. So ಈ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ sequences ಇರ್ತದೆ. And these sequences, when we observe these sequences, you can see here, this is the sequence for E core 1 GAATTC. Okay, 5 prime to 3 prime ಆದರೆ again if we read from 5 prime to 3 prime GAATTC means they read same in both forward as well as in reverse direction in a polynucleotide chain. So that is nothing but the palindromic sequences. So palindromic sequences are the sequences which are present in the polynucleotide chain which read same both in forward as well as reverse direction. So each sequence is different for different what restriction enzymes. Yes, further ಆಗ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ the recognition site or the palindromic sequence for E core 1 it is a GAATTC. Similarly for recognition site for HIND3 means hemophilia influenza three. Okay. So it is having one more recognition region or palindromic sequence, that is a AAGCTT. Again when we read from a reverse direction, that is AAGCTT. So they are nothing but the palindromic sequences. Okay. So illi when we take this particular enzyme, this is an enzyme, endonucleases enzyme, restriction endonuclease enzyme, and when it is added to either alien DNA or to the plasmid DNA, what it will do? It will recognizes this specific DNA sequence. ಈ DNA sequence ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, recognize ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, and further it will cut that particular sequence. So that's why it is known as, ಆಗ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ it is known as what? Molecular scissors. Restriction enzymes, they are known as the molecular scissors. Okay. Similarly, when we take the HIND3 restriction enzyme and it is treated with the alien DNA or desired DNA as well as with the vector, it will recognize as these recognition site or the palindromic sequence, that is AAGCTT. Okay, so ಈ ಥರ ಅದು recognize ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ and it will cut. Again, let us see the action of restriction enzyme, but how actually it will cut the what? The alien DNA as well as the vector. Suppose this is the DNA sequence. ಅಂದರೆ GAATTC. Okay, GAATTC. So if it is a vector DNA of a vector ಅಥವಾ plasmid DNA, then similarly one more will draw color. are nothing but the nitrogenous bases which are found in the polynucleotide chain. So if this is a foreign DNA or what desired DNA, now both what vector DNA as well as desired DNA, they are having recognition site which is what meant for E-core 1. When the enzyme E-core 1 ಅನ್ನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ in a media or in a test tube, if we will take a desired DNA as well as vector DNA separately, and when the E-core 1 restriction enzyme is added, what this will do means it will cut the this restriction site. It will first identify ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ and further it will cut these recognition site. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೇರೆ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. But this enzyme, what it will do, it will read only this specific, that is GAA-TTC recognition site, and it will cut the recognition part of the DNA at the recognition site. Then how it will cut the recognition site? ಹೇಗದು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, it will not cut entire recognition site, ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. It will cut a little away from the recognition site. ಫುಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, it will leave a part of the what these sequences in the form of hanging form or in the form of sticky ends ತರದು ಲೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. If we see here, it will cut like this, ಇಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. Similarly here also like this it will cut this much portion. Okay, again we'll see the action of a ತರ GC ಇದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, T A G like this. Then similarly ಇಲ್ಲಿ like this, ಇಲ್ಲಿ this much portion is left there, GAA-TTC. So like this it will cut the E-core enzyme ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, it will cut the restriction specific sequences, not entire sequence, only a part of the sequence is cut and a small portion is left. They are known as sticky ends. Okay, they are known as sticky ends and they contain hydrogen bonds. ಈ sticky ends ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, they are in the form of hanging structure ತರ ಇರ್ತದೆ and they contains the hydrogen bonds. Further, those opened hydrogen bonds, they are required for the joining. The DNA ligases join ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ these what hydrogen bonds are required for the complementary base pairing. So ಈ ತರ ಆದದನ್ನು then later it is joining by using enzyme ligases ಇದನ್ನು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ so like this. ಥರ ಫೈನಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, the two like this. So this is obtained from the desired DNA, this pink portion, and this portion it is obtained from the vector DNA. So now what happened, it is ligated or joined by using the enzyme ligases. And further now this is nothing but the recombinant DNA. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯಿತು, ರೀಕಾಂಬಿನೆಂಟ್ DNA. ನಾವು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಅ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಸಿ ದ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, draw here this side. Suppose this is a vector DNA. Vector, it is nothing but a circular extra chromosomal DNA which is present in the plasmid. So this is a vector. And foreign DNA, okay, this is a vector, it's a foreign DNA. Now it is treated with the enzyme that is E-core1. Both are treated with the same enzyme, so that now what happens, it will cut the recognition site. ಈ ಥರ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಶೋ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಲರ್ಡ್ ಚಾಕ್. Cut the DNA. Okay. Now, after cutting, joining is done with the help of ligases, enzyme ligases. It will join the DNA fragment. ಈ ಥರ ಜಾಯಿನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ to a plasmid or to the vector. Further it is transferred into a host cell. Usually the bacterial cell, it acts as a host cell. The bacteria, it also contains its genetic material. So ಈ ಥರ host cell ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. So host cell, ಇಲ್ಲಿ the ligases will joins. Then further the host cell is allowed for a multiplication so that it can produce the many copies. ಈ ಥರ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Further multiplication. So ಈ ಥರ, so the entire process ಅನ್ನು ಈ ಥರ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. The action of what? The enzyme restriction enzyme, ಹೇಗೆ ಇದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳಿ. So it will not cut entire recognition site, it cuts only what? A part of recognition site, or it will cut the recognition site bit away from the center region, so that it produces two hanging ends, okay, or they are also known as sticky ends. So sticky ends, they contain the hydrogen bonds which are required for the joining of the what? The vector DNA along with the desired DNA. Further, the enzyme ligases, it will DNA ligases or ligases, it will joins the vector DNA as well as the desired DNA or the foreign DNA, and recombinant DNA is obtained. And recombinant DNA, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, this is a recombinant DNA or recombinant plasmid which is now transferred into a host cell. Host cell ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಯಿತು. So that host cell, now it got transformed. Transformation means it is a transfer of what? The recombinant DNA inside the host cell. So that is known as transformation. And now it will start showing the what? The characteristics which is present in the plasmid. And now the host cell, it will start multiplying and it produces numerous daughter cells. So ee tara the restriction enzyme will act during recombinant DNA process. Okay, so that is about the restriction enzymes. Next enzyme or the next tool, that is the DNA ligases. Next, DNA ligases or enzyme ligases. So enzyme ligases, it will join the nucleotides ends. It will helps in the joining of DNA sequences. So that's why they are commonly known as molecular glues or molecular stitchers. Molecular glues or molecular stitchers. So which will join the two nucleotide chains by using the hydrogen bonds which are present in those sticky ends. It will join the nucleotide chains. So that's why they are known as molecular stitchers. Further, the ligase enzyme, it is commonly obtained from the bacterial cell, that is known as E. coli cell. Then it is also obtained from the different T4 bacteriophage in the kuda obtain ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, but commonly it is obtained from the E. coli cell. So that is about the DNA ligases. Next tool, that is the polymerases enzyme. Polymerases enzyme. Polymerases enzymes, these are required for the multiplication or the replication of the desired DNA. ನಾವು ಏನು the recombinant DNA ಅನ್ನು host ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೇವ, so that DNA it has to replicate and it should produce the multiple copies. So that is, for that purpose we require polymerases enzymes. So commonly the DNA polymerases enzyme is used. So it will replicate, it will help in the replication process so that numerous copies of DNA are produced. For DNA replication, it is needed for DNA replication. So the DNA polymerases enzyme, what it will do means, by using the nucleotides which are present in the cell or in the cytoplasm, it will uses it and it will start producing the complementary strand, or it will start producing a replica of the desired DNA. ನಾವು ಏನೋ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಡ್ DNA ಅನ್ನು ಒರಿಜಿನ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೇವೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ರೀಜನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ದ ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ DNA polymerases. So apart from that, sometimes what happens means the RNA may be the genetic material. Genetic material RNA ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ required gene, it may be a RNA. In such case, the reverse transcriptase, in such case reverse transcriptase enzyme is used. So this reverse transcriptase enzyme, what it will do means, by using the RNA, ಈ RNA ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ desired RNA, ಆ RNA ಇಂದ it will synthesizes the DNA. Usually the DNA will synthesizes the DNA, that is known as replication, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು by using DNA polymerase enzyme. Then DNA will synthesizes RNA, that is known as transcription. ಇಲ್ಲಿ it is a reverse transcription ನ reverse ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು, by using RNA the DNA is produced. So that's why the enzyme reverse transcriptase is used. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ the genetic material may be a RNA or the desired the gene may be a RNA, ಅಂತ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿ we require reverse transcriptase enzyme. So that is about the polymerases enzyme. Next, after the use of restriction enzymes, we obtain different fragments of DNA. So those fragments of DNA, it should be separated or it should be isolated. So that is, isolation is done by using a technique known as gel electrophoresis. that is separation and isolation of cut DNA fragments by using gel electrophoresis. So electrophoresis, it is a technique, it is based on the positive and negative electrodes. Positive electrode is known as anode, negative is known as cathode. Here the solution containing charged particles, they will travel to their opposite charges. If we take a negatively charged particles or the molecules in a solution, it will start moving towards the anode, that is positive electrode. And if we take a positive charged particles, or if the solution contains positive charged particles, it will start moving towards the negative electrode, that is known as a cathode. Here molecules, they will travel in a opposite direction, or they will travel at the opposite electrodes, okay, when they are taken in a solution. And here the gel is used. Not electrophoresis helidre the movement of molecules which are present in the solution to their opposite electrodes, and here gel is used. Usually agar gel is used, agar. So this agar gel, it will helps in the, or it will provide the sieving action. The sieve tara act ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. It contains small numerous pores which will act as a sieve, so that it will help in the movement of DNA fragments. So ಆ sieve ನ ಮುಖಾಂತರ, or through those pores or the sieves which will provide sieving action, through those pores the DNA fragments will travel to their opposite electrodes. So the exact process of gel electrophoresis we'll see in the next session. So I'll stop here. The next session we'll see exact process of gel electrophoresis. So till now we have studied restriction enzymes. So restriction enzymes are of two types, exonucleases and endonucleases type. Commonly used is the endonucleases. How it will act by reading a specific recognition site, they are known as palindromic sequences. Then it will cut the foreign DNA as well as the vector DNA. Then further it is ligated by using the enzyme ligases. Then the enzyme, one more enzyme which is required, that next tool, that is nothing but the polymerases enzyme, which is needed for the replication process or the multiplication of DNA, as well as sometimes if it's the RNA is the genetic material, then reverse transcriptase enzyme is required. Then later on the cut fragments of DNA are separated by using gel electrophoresis technique. So that we'll see in the next section.